You place the bet. Just $10. Just this once. Your phone buzzes. The odds flash green. And for 3 seconds, your entire nervous system leans forward. Then the game starts, and something strange happens. You are not watching the score anymore. You are watching your own heartbeat. This is not an accident. This is the design. Somewhere in a product meeting, a team of engineers decided exactly how long that loading animation should last before revealing your result. Not too short, not too long, just long enough to make your brain scream. Because your brain does not actually crave winning. It craves the moment right before knowing. In the 1950s, a psychologist named B.F. Skinner ran an experiment with pigeons and a lever. Press the lever, sometimes food comes out. Not every time. Randomly. The pigeons that got food on a predictable schedule pressed the lever occasionally. The pigeons that got food on a random schedule pressed the lever obsessively, even when the food stopped coming entirely. This is called variable ratio reinforcement. It means a reward that comes unpredictably is more addictive than a reward that comes reliably. Your brain cannot stop checking because it never knows which check will be the one that pays off. Sports betting apps did not invent this principle. They inherited it from slot machines, and then they made it faster, smarter, and personal. Researcher Natasha Dow Scull spent years inside casinos studying slot machine design for her book Addiction by Design. What she found was that machines are engineered around a concept called time on device. The goal is not for you to win big. The goal is for you to stay seated. Every sound, every color, every near miss is calibrated to keep your hand moving toward the button one more time. Now take that exact design language and put it in your pocket, connected to real-time data, personalized odds, and push notifications that know your team plays tonight. That is a sports betting app. Here's where it gets darker. Neuroscientist Nora Volkow, director of the National Institute on Drug Abuse, has studied how dopamine works in the brain during anticipation. Dopamine is the chemical most people think is released when you win. It is not. Dopamine spikes highest in the moments of uncertainty, right before the outcome is revealed. Winning itself produces a smaller spike than the anticipation does. This means the app is not selling you victory. It is selling you the wait. That is why the interface is built the way it is. Live odds that shift second by second. A cash out button that flashes right when your team is losing, tempting you to bail out or double down. A parlay feature that turns one bet into 6 interconnected bets, so instead of 1 moment of tension, you get 6. Let's look at exactly what happens on a Saturday afternoon, 3 months into using one of these apps. You wake up and check the odds before you check your messages. You have 4 apps installed because each one gives you a different welcome bonus, and you have learned to chase whichever one is currently rewarding you. During the game, you are not really watching football or basketball anymore. You are watching a live win probability percentage ticking up and down in the corner of your screen, because the app added that feature to keep you glued to it during commercial breaks. By halftime, you have placed 6 more bets you did not plan to place that morning. A researcher named Luke Clark, who studies gambling at the University of British Columbia, has documented something called the near-miss effect. When a bet almost wins but does not, your brain processes it almost identically to an actual win. Slot machines exploit this with near-miss symbol alignment. Betting apps exploit it with in-play odds that show you exactly how close your parlay came to hitting, right down to the final missed shot or dropped pass. You were not close. You lost. But your brain does not know that. Your brain files it as almost, and almost feels like motivation to try again. Here is the counterintuitive twist most people never hear. The substance is not the trap. The environment is. You are not addicted to gambling because you are weak, or reckless, or bad with money. You are responding exactly the way any human nervous system would respond to an environment engineered by teams of behavioral scientists whose entire job is to maximize the time you spend inside the app. The apps run constant tests, comparing different button colors, different notification wording, different bet suggestions, to find whichever version keeps you tapping longest. You are not gambling against the odds of the game. You are gambling against a system that has already tested 1,000 versions of itself to find the one that beats you specifically. According to the National Council on Problem Gambling, mobile sports betting has been linked to significantly higher rates of problem gambling behavior compared to traditional in-person betting, largely because of how constant and frictionless the access has become. There is no walk to the casino anymore. There is no closing time. There is only the phone in your hand, at 2 in the morning, glowing. And this is where it becomes personal, even if you have never placed a bet in your life. The same variable reward loop sitting inside that betting app is sitting inside your social media feed. The same anticipation spike Volkow measured during gambling has been measured during the wait for a notification, a like, a message. The pull to refresh one more time before you know if something good happened is not a moral failing. It is the same nervous system responding to the same trick, dressed in a different interface. So the next time your thumb hovers over an app, any app, waiting for something to load, ask yourself a simple question. Is this moment designed to inform me, or is it designed to keep me waiting? You place the bet, just $10, just this once, but the game was never really about the $10, and it was never really about the score. It was about keeping you exactly where you are right now. Waiting, hoping, reaching for the phone one more time.